talk has finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel to wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny Line now, sneaks on the low side of nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV to finish off the third race of this triple header here on this Sunday evening for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Good evening, race fans. My name is Brett Wheeler, joined alongside Tommy from Checkers and Wreckers. And Tommy, well, for the fourth time in less than 48 hours, I'm going to say it again, happy birthday and welcome back to Eldora Speedway.
Thank you very much, and not a place I'd rather share the last bit of the 48-hour birthday I've had here with you.
Well, I told you I was going to say, but it's time for some Dance Revolution. Qualifying here at the Eldora Speedway. James Eden's quick time, top 20 qualifiers on the left-hand side of your screen. We had up to 50 drivers signed into the pit area for tonight. And we'll keep an eye on some of the drivers that are going to make their way around the racetrack. Alex Pellerin in car number 818. First time I believe we're seeing him here on Ultimate Dirt TV. First time we're seeing him here with the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Josh Steinke, 8th quick in car number 80 with a 14.974. Jack Clevenger on the racetrack right now. Tommy, the track is slick and we are in for what could be an absolute fantastic night, fantastic race to finish off tonight's triple header.
You got that right, and if it's anything like the UMPs that we just finished up, then yeah, we'll be sitting on the edge of the seats and from the start of the heats all the way to the final there.
All right, Brian Cross, car number 78 in the Brian Cross Racing entry. He will get the first lap in here at the Eldora Speedway. A minute left in this qualifying session. Lap number 1, 18th quick with a 14.994. The Swindell Speed Lab, I don't know what the bell helmets and something organic, or I really don't know what it is. In the 00, it's Kendall Tucker, lap number 1 for Kendall Tucker inside the top 10 with a 14.836. We spoke about having some pro drivers in the Super Late Models and UMP Modifieds. Well, this is stacked when it comes to pro drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in fact. 10 pro drivers making their appearance here at the Eldora Speedway for the winged sprint cars.
Absolutely, and that's what you're going to find here at the World of Thunder. You got some great racing. And what's even more incredible is that these guys keep it very clean. That's what, with those UMPs last time, or the last run that we had around here at Eldora. It was a very clean, fun race to watch, and I expect the same thing out of these guys here.
53 cars had signed into the pit area, 49 to take at a time. 2 drivers were about to take a lap time, but no one could top the driver of car number 49, the Napa Auto Parts number 49 entry of David Harleman. And, well, we speak about world champions. 3 world champions in the field here tonight. David Harleman, with 1 week left in the USAC non-wing Pro Series, he's already wrapped that championship up. The current and defending 410 winged sprint car champion Alex Bergeron, and then we've got the World of Outlaws late model champion Blake Majula. So not only are we stacked with pro drivers, but we are stacked with world champions filled throughout this field.
Absolutely. They don't call it the World of Thunder for nothing. There is going to be a lot of rumbling, a lot of action going on here. You're going to think there was a storm going through Eldora when these things get fired up.
All right, heat race number 1. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. All 5 heat races are going to be stacked and filled with talent from top to bottom. Starting on pole in car number 49, David Harleman. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 74 on the Swindell Speed Lab team, it's Adam Elby. Second row inside, position 3, driving the Team ABR number 12 machine, it's Alex Bergeron. And on his outside, driving car 331, Dustin Hall will start position number 4. Position 5 is going to be car number 78 of Brian Cross, Jimmy Emery. In car number 16 out of position 6. Mitch Stiles in car number 54 out of position 7. Jesse Bandy, the 57, will start position number 8. Position 9, the 24, JR, Daniel Cummings Jr. Russell Berry out of position 10. Jeffrey Bradshaw scheduled to line up out of position number 11. Tommy, top 2 go to the redraw. The third spot will go straight to the main event. 4th on back go through to the 3B mains. Let's go position. Okay, we've done 4th, we've done 3rd. You know what? Let's go the winner. Who's going to win heat race number 1?
I think Bergeron's going to take it. He's shown that speed before, and I've been watching him here the past couple weeks, and he is fun to watch. I think he's going to get it done.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the ABR driver, the 410 winged sprint car world champion. He takes on the USAC non-wing world champion, David Harleman. I'm going to go with David Harleman. It's too good not to go with the guy that we're quick time tonight and the guy that starts on pole. He's going to be the one that dictates the pace of when we start this race. And I just spoke about, obviously, Harleman winning the world championship. The guy that actually second after that one happens to be Alex Bergeron.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it definitely shows with these drivers. And what's fun to watch when you get these world-class drivers like that is they're not always just on the gas when it comes to this start. Sometimes they will go right up to the end of that restart line and really get it going. So it's fun. They play a game all the way from start to finish, and that's part of it too. So I like watching that. All
right, well, it's time to let the 900-horsepowered 410 winged sprint cars unleash. Keep an eye on Adam Elby 2 in the 74 machine on the outside of the front row. Green flag is out. Heileman up top, Bergeron down low. Elby up top as well, side by side, down into 3 and 4 for the first time in heat race number 1. Oh, Bergeron might have just caught the inside wall with the left front, and that allows Adam Elby to drag race up on the outside. Look at the top 3 all-world pro championship drivers, and this is going to be a belt of 3 wide down into turns 3 and 4 on lap number 2 at 10. Elby to the race lead. Harleman falls back to 3rd. Now Bergeron to the race lead. He will lead lap number 2 and doing it on the bottom side, making it look easy right now.
Absolutely, and I got my crystal ball shipped in just now. I got it, so hopefully it is right. It is from Sydney, Australia, so it is a good one. It's not one of those ones built.
He stole it from me.
Obviously, it wasn't working for me.
He's stolen it out of my pocket. He's pickpocketed me just like Alex Bergeron has pickpocketed this field in heat race number 1, 2nd and 3rd battle on screen. Elby and Heileman. Heileman rails the top side on the cushion, puts the right rear. And you know that he is not going to give up without a fight just yet. The Napa Auto Parts number 49 machine. Elby falls back to position number 3.
Absolutely. I'm still up here watching Bergeron just make this look like a stroll in the park here. He's riding that low line where it seems like most of the field wants to take the high there. So again, we're watching him favor that low line. So it's fun and interesting always to watch somebody take that line that's not very favored.
Elby went the big slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Had to back out of the throttle. He was going to be nowhere near clear, and he would have just fenced the 49 machine. Coming off Halloween, Alex Bergeron, it's like taking candy from a baby. He's just taken this race away, and he's just absolutely putting the field on notice. If he can get a good redraw position, he is going to be one driver that he's going to be very tough to beat here.
Absolutely, and that's that one thing that with that redraw, I love coming up to it, but I know these drivers, they get a little nervous, especially if you get a guy like Bergeron who's running this really nice, clean race and really deserves a good spot. But hey, that's part of it, and you join the league, so you get to run with the rules, you get to run with the big dogs here, and that's what I like what Steve has done with this World of Thunder league right here. Very nicely ran here. Congrats to him and the field, as it looks like Bergeron is going to take this first one.
Now Bergeron does it very comfortably. Heilemann home in second. Adam Elby third. Fourth is going to go to Brian Cross. Fifth up the line, I believe, will be Daniel Cummings Jr. Then we go back to Jeffrey Bradshaw, Jesse Bandy, Russell Berry, Mitch Stiles home in ninth. Dustin Hall in 10th, and Jim Emery in position number 11. Well, heat number 1, you thought that field was stacked. Every heat race is going to be stacked, but it's probably the stacked heat race. And let's go with something obvious here. That's the stacked heat race of the night. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's hard not to say that this isn't it, because you got the number 1 starting Hayden Cardwell right next to him. You got Ernie Williams Jr., and if there's one thing Ernie Williams Jr. has shown is that this man knows how to drive. It's not all about speed. It's about control, and that Ernie Williams Jr. does have. So it's going to be a fun one to watch between that first row, definitely.
All right, let's take a look at your Ultimate 30 starting grid on screen.
All right, starting in the pole, we got number 4, Hayden Cardwell. Then number 2 in the 91 machine of Ernie Williams Jr. Starting third, the 269 of James Grace. Starting fourth, number 5, Chris Fisher. Fifth, the number 15, Michael Sheridan. And in sixth, the 926 of Barrett Bishop. In seventh, the 115 of Tanner Folds. In eighth, the 3 of Justin Zapp. In 9, scheduled to go off, we got Kyle Moonen. And 10th, the 51 of Carson Nicholson. And finishing off the run here, we got in 11th, the 42 of Brendan Steele.
I do want to give a thanks to the World of Thunder iRacing League sponsors, of course, DirtFan.com, DDIW Dominator Designs and iWraps, All-Star Graphics, Shore Power, and Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, don't forget to check them out on the social media pages. Give them a like and a follow. Who finishes? So we'll continue on. Who wins this one?
I think Ernie Williams Jr. is just going to skirt under him, and the only reason I say that because Hayden's fast, but I think Ernie Williams Jr. has that experience under his belt, and I think he's going to find Hayden's weakness when he just touches that thing there. And we're all.
He might be touching his no. Well, it's still left me to call, but I was going to pick Cardwell. But look at Boomhauer, Ernie Williams Jr. on the top of the racetrack right now. Cardwell down low, maybe trying to learn something from Bergeron, but Williams, he leads lap number 1. Now Cardwell is, you know what? Maybe the bottom side's not for me. Look at Michael Sheridan in the Mohawk Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, number 15 machine behind James Grace. He's got Fisher on the outside. Fisher trying to fish for a line on the top side.
Yeah, that's something we didn't see Hayden Cardwell. Usually he favors that top side, so it was a little interesting to see him kind of run for the bottom. But maybe that overtake by Ernie kind of got him a little uneasy there. And then I'm going back to the Tanner Folds. This kind of struck me. It kind of looks like, I know it's not. I don't know exactly what it says, but it kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle there. I like that a lot. So he's running that line, and I really like these guys are seeming to take off that middle and into the low end come the turns here.
Well, how this track is going to play out is anybody's guess from here on out. Look at the SteelCycle.com number 12 machine. In fact, it's a 42. It looked like a 12 there. Brandon Steele had to start at the back of this one. I go back up towards this battle between Michael Sheridan and James Grace. This is the battle on for 4th and 5th. They were with our 3rd place runner, Chris Fisher, but due to those two guys, Sheridan and Grace, battling with each other over the past 3 to 4 laps, what that's allowed Chris Fisher to do is just turn those consistent laps on the top side, not having to worry about those guys running the bottom side. Back up front, 3 to run this time by out of turn number 4, and Ernie Williams Jr. Tommy, you're trying to pull a Brett Wheeler. You're trying to go 2 for 2.
Well, I'm telling you, that crystal ball, that's all you need, and I got it, and it is mine now. But, hey, like you said, you get off into these mains, we'll see how well I can keep this going. But, hey, it's anyone's race. You never know. I mean, it takes one small mistake, and Hayden could be right back up there. I just don't see Ernie making that mistake.
Yeah, Cowboy going back down to the low side through turn number 1 and 2. He's starting to search. He's trying to find the line. He's got about a 1 second gap back to Chris Fisher. Chris Fisher, he has been on an absolute tear. He's turning similar sort of lap times than what Ernie Williams Jr. is. Well, Ernie just hit a 14.821. The Hayden Cowboy, a 15.36. That is half a second quicker on the top side. Ernie Williams Jr., he's going to get the job done here in heat race number 2. Second's going to go to Hayden Cowboy. Chris Fisher in 3rd. Sheridan will grab 4th. James Grace home in 5th. Brandon Steele. In fact, Brandon Steele got James Grace, Bishop, Folds, Nicholson, Justin Zapp. That will round out your 10 cars for heat race number 2. Heat race number 3, let's take a look at how they line up. And again, some fast hitters in this one once again. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, heat race number 3, driving car number 127, Blake Majulis. On the outside of the front row, driving car number 10, that's Rusty Kruger. Jack Clevenger in car number 20 will start position number 3, and the Black Diamond Motorsports number 80 machine, Joshua Steinke, starts position number 4. Position number 5, driving car number 84, that'll be Clay Devon. Patrick Maltus in car number 9 will start position 6, Timothy Bolander, car number 43, at a position 7, Jeff Fitzpatrick at a position number 8. 9th is going to be Justin Stoles, and Mason Hannigan in car number 1 starts position number 10. Let's go with our 4th place finisher. Who's this one?
4th place finisher, I'm going to go with Timothy Bolander.
All right, I'm going to go with... You know what? I'm going to pick Mason Hannigan. I think he's going to be able to move through this field.
Okay, very nice. And these guys, they don't hold back. A lot of these leagues, what I've seen is there's some guys that they'll hold back in a heat to avoid some danger and caution, stuff like that. These guys are going to race for it. They're going to race clean. They're going to race good, and they're going to make it a race the whole time from start to finish. So I like that about this.
All right, 10 laps on the board. Green flag is out. Blake Majulis will get to the start-finish line first. Goes straight to the top shelf into turn number 1 and 2. Kruger up top as well. The 14 of Clevenger. Here comes Steinke up on the outside. Steinke to the top side. Behind, that is Kruger up top. Look at Clay Devon working low along with the 14 car of Jack Clevenger. Clevenger once again through the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Look at Devon trying to run the Donny Shots line right through the middle of the racetrack. And that might be something that we might see come back in later on.
Yeah, that's like I said, these guys are really trying to find anything they can right now. Maybe right now, you're not going to advance too far, but what you could do is find a good line that's going to make you tear through the field come the mains, possibly. That's maybe how I would look at it going through. I usually don't make it too far, though, so I can't speak from expertise at all.
Clay Devon now moves into position number 4. Your leader, Majulis, 7/10 of a second lead over Rusty Kruger, who runs the top. Has got Steinke followed in closely behind him down into turn number 1 and 2. Steinke's getting a run, and just like we've seen throughout the night so far, these drivers, they are putting it on the top side, they're putting it on the low side. Slider there by Steinke. It was Kruger stabbing the brakes, turning the car back underneath Steinke down into 1 and 2. This time it's Kruger to put the slider on Steinke. Steinke driving it back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Gets the grip down the back straightaway. He's going to throw a slider into turns 3 and 4. And just like we're seeing in the opening couple of heats, just like we've seen in the UMP Modifieds, Tommy, we are seeing some great racing here at the Eldora Speedway.
Absolutely, that's what you're going to get with the guys at the World of Thunder. And oh no, I was watching Mr. Bolander himself. He was running a really solid line there at the bottom, and he ends up getting taken out, unfortunately. Hey, that's racing. Sometimes, the guy makes an accident, a mistake up above you, and comes down on you. I was about to to talk about how he's going to make his run to fourth, but I think that kind of finished it off there with 2 left to go. I think it's going to be a little too late to make it back up.
Keeping an eye on Starkey, similar sort of lap times to what Blake Majulis is running right now. It was 0.6 of a second. He was a lot closer in 1 and 2, but just a mistake in going down in the back straightaway into turn number 3 allowed Blake Majulis. We'll see if he can get the luck in the redraw. He's just got a couple of turns to put together. Right now into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, he's on the low side. Blake Majulis going to get the job done in heat number 3. Joshua Starkey home in second. Third, I believe, now this is close, going to wait for timing. Rusty Kruger just hangs on by a 10th over Clay Devon in 4th. Mason Hannigan in 5th. Justin Soles, Patrick Maltus, Timothy Bolander, Jack Clevenger, and Jeff Fitzpatrick. Your top 10 drivers in that one. Heat number 4, gridding on pit road right now. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Alrighty, starting on the pole, we got the number 38 of James Eden. Starting second, the number 19 of Kendall Tucker. Starting third, the 292 of Peyton Grease. Fourth, the 41 of Shad Prescott. Starting fifth, the 22 machine of Jason Nygaard. Starting sixth, the Aussie himself, number 97, Danny Vassell. Starting seventh in the 818, Alex Pellerin. And starting eighth in the 92, Lachlan Horton. And your final row starting ninth in the 08, Jacob Perliman. And finishing off the field in 10th, the number 39, Joe Nitro.
This is going to be tough between a couple of teammates. James Edens, Kendall Tucker, both very aggressive, both very fast. Who gets the advantage? Pick one, Edens or Tucker.
I'm going to say Kendall Tucker gets this one. He's just going to slide by. Maybe not the first turn. I'm going to give it turn 2, turn 3 area.
Well, they're at different ends of the racetrack, turn 2 and 3. You've got a whole straightaway in between.
Absolutely. I know.
I tell you what, that's about as good as, you know what, someone's going to win tonight, someone's not.
Well, no, because what I'm saying, he's not going to go for the gusto there in turn 1. He's going to come off that turn in the exit. He's going to get him in between 2 and 3 there, somewhere in between there.
All right, we'll go with it.
That's a good prediction there.
All right, pace truck to the infield. Here we go. James Edens. Choo-choo! James Edens, Kendall Tucker off turn 4. Green flag is out, Tucker. In fact, we're watching pace.
Look at this. Coming into, I thought he was going to come up the high side and get him in between 2 and 3, but nope, my prediction was wrong.
No, you still got another 9 laps for that to happen. You didn't technically say what lap. Oh, Nygaard, Peyton Grease. They come together. Nygaard slides up, nearly takes the line away from Tucker. Nygaard into that third and final transfer spot. Lachlan Horton and Danny Vassell, a couple of Aussies in 4th and 5th right now. They both run the top, and this is very, very slick track conditions here at the Eldora Speedway as we watch Tucker trying to run down your race leader James Edens, 8.5 tenths of a second down into turns 3 and 4. Lap times in the mid to high 15-second bracket. 15.4 for James Edens, a 15.5. And look at Jason Nygaard. He just turned a 15.2. Nygaard, the fastest car on the track.
Yeah, he is flying through there right now. That's what you're watching. But these guys are having a hard time really holding anything as far as what they were doing before in practice qualifications and stuff like that. You can see the track has really taken a turn, and it's going to be interesting going forward to see what these guys can do. If there's going to be another lane outside of this high lane and that wall that they can run here at Eldora. We heard Hayden even talk about, sometimes, unfortunately, that's the only thing you can run come the end of this race when this track gets this slick.
Well, I got to say, Jason Nygaard, he is elbows up here at the Eldora Speedway. He is running down your race leader, James Edens, in car number 52. It's down to 6/10 of a second. 3/10 of a second, Nygaard was quicker than James Edens on the previous lap. This time by, they're nearly dead even, 0.015, so 2/100ths of a second, less than that, separate Nygaard and Edens. But I tell you what, Nygaard just looks so smooth on the cushion right now. He's catching up to Edens once again. Time might be running out. He's caught him, but now he's going to do the difficult task of trying to pass him.
I think James Edens just looked in the rear view too, because it looked like he kind of stepped up a little and put the pedal down, because I think he's just been trying to run a smooth race, stay up in that number one position, and let the guys really do the battling behind him. But like I said, it looks like he looked in the rear view, saw him coming, and Nygaard still is making that push and just didn't have enough.
Checkered flag is out this time by James Edens. Gets the win along with Jason Nygaard home in second. Both those drivers going to the redraw. Tucker home in third. Fourth is going to be Lachlan Horton, Danny Vassell, Fifth, Jacob Prilliman, Peyton Greaves. Then we go back to the cars that finished a lap down or did not finish. Alex Pellerin and Joe Nitro. Shad Prescott home in position number 10. But I tell you what, the driver of the night so far by far goes to the Team ABR number 22 of Jason Nygaard.
Yeah, he tore through that field. That was impressive.
All right, heat number 5, our fifth and final heat race of the night. Or are we on heat 4?
This.
Oh, that's one way to find out. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
5.
Heat race number 5, your lineup looks like this. Starting on pole, driving car number 82, Austin Simmelman. At a position 2, car number 48, I don't think it's her, but I don't know who it is, but it's going to be Amy Smith. Brennan Lacey driving car number 714 will start position number 3. The team PBR, Paul Balfour Racing, number 69 machine, he will start position at number 4. Position number 5 in car number 29, another Aussie, a third Aussie in this field. It's going to be Aston Hurley. Patrick Solari driving car number 99 will start position at number 6. At a position number 7 in the 067, Miles Jansen. Kenneth Payne, car number 2, will start position number 8. And your final row in car number 25, position number 9, it's Tyler Ducharme. Alongside him in car number 32, Trey Schmidt starts position at number 10. Holy Schmidt, he's got some work to do. Who finishes 4th in this one?
The 4th place finisher, I will put it on Mr. Solari himself.
I'm going to say we're going to have a Holy Schmidt moment. I'm going Trey Schmidt to come from the back.
That would be some tearing through the field. That would be a Cardwell act right there, if I may say so myself.
He is certainly going to bring the pain to this field.
Very nice in this field. It's not too many miles that they're going to have to run.
Here we go. Green flag is out. Simmelman will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Very slick track conditions for these drivers. There's Paul Balfour in the 069 machine. Keep an eye on Trey Schmidt and Tyler Ducharme to come through the field. Oh, Schmidt tags the back of Ducharme there in turns 3, 4 wide at the back right now for your last position. 10, 9, 8, 7, and they were 4 wide. And these boys on the opening lap are not afraid to get their hands dirty.
No, because hey, at this point you got to go for the gusto. You got to do what you got to do to get up there. Try to make something work. Try to get out of that D main and get up there. I doubt. I know myself. I wouldn't be going for a transfer spot if I was this far back. But hey, there's some of these guys that I could see making it happen.
Hurley in car number 99, running right through the middle of turns 3 and 4. Going to do the same thing in turn number 1 and 2. There's your second place driver, Brennan Lacey. And the 97 car. A dash position, a redraw position up for grabs. The 82 of Simmelman, your race leader. Then we go back to Ducharme has made up to position number 4. But here goes Smith. Back to the inside, puts Ducharme back to 5th. But Ducharme back up on the outside, and look who is coming in the black and green UDTV number 22 machine. Trey Schmidt works the bottom side, 3 wide, gets a little bit lucky there, up into position number 5 as Smith and Payne. There was contact, and now Schmidt needs to get by Ducharme and Hurley to make a transfer spot into tonight's A-Main. 4 to 1 this time by.
Yeah, sometimes in racing, luck is what you need, and we saw that a couple laps ago here. So with 3 laps to go, we see Mr. Schmidt himself is making his tear through here, and it's an impressive one at that. But what is more interesting about this race is we're seeing more of that double, triple wide action. They're not holding up on the cushion like they were in that last one. These guys are all over the place, and they're trying to find that line, trying to find that speed, trying to make something happen to get into the field.
Yeah, trying to find their groove and make their move. 1 to go next time by Fiolina Austin Sibbleman down into 3 and 4. Second place right now. In fact, Brennan Lacey's your new race leader. Brennan Lacey just went by Austin Sibbleman like he was standing still. Third place right now belongs to Aston Hurley in car number 99. As the the checkered flag, excuse me, is going to be out this time by Brennan Lacey gets the win. Heat number 5, Sibbleman home in second. Aston Hurley will get third. Top 3 to the main event. Deschamps home in fourth. Payne, Schmidt in fifth and sixth. Solari, Smith, Balfour and Jansen. That is 10 cars. That is 5 heats done. We now move into the first of our, I believe we're going to have 3 B-mains on the program. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Starting on the pole, the number 78 of Brian J. Cross. In number 2 position, number 92 car, Lachlan Horton. And starting third in the number 42, Brandon Steele. Starting fourth in the number 2, Kenneth D. Payne. Fifth in the 23 machine, you got Justin Stoles. And sixth in the 57, Jesse Bandy. And seventh, 292 machine of Peyton Grease. And starting 8th, the 115 of Tanner Folds. Back in 9th, you got 48 of Amy Smith. And 10th, the 20 of Jack Clevenger. And your final row, rounding it off, you got the 331 of Dustin Hall in the 11th spot. And starting in the 12th spot, number 41, Shad Prescott.
All right, well, the top 3 drivers go through to the main event, and it's too early that we do it, by the way. I just tried another one. Okay, top 3 go through. Which car's gonna? Which first car will miss out?
The first car to miss out. I'm gonna go with Mr. Bandy.
Wonder what his band is called.
Yeah, is he part of that the Dirty Grass Soul?
I think Kevin might be a bit cross with that one, Brian Cross on that one. I hope Brandon's got some balls of steel. I'm going to go with Peyton Grease to miss out.
Peyton Grease to miss out.
Yep.
And there you go. And you know Tanner's not going to fold when it comes to this green flag. He is going to be on it, that's for sure.
Let's hope they've got the grease on the bars, on the torsion bars. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway. B-main number 1. 12 laps the journey. Top 3 go through. Brandon Steele put in the big slide job there into turns 1 and 2 on Lachlan Horton. Horton is looking for a bit of redemption after a bit of a poor showing in the super late models. Horton, oh no! Horton around on the inside on the front straightaway. We stay green. Everybody else gets it back going again. Brandon Steele's also caught up, involved in that one. He's gone back to the 8th position at the moment. And it's still a dog's fight up towards the front of the field.
Yeah, and that's probably one of those situations where, unfortunately, Lachlan may just didn't see him there. So Horton saw a hoot, but he didn't see that car coming at him from the outside.
Yeah, looking at Peyton Grease on screen at the moment, the black and yellow number 92 machine, I should say, trying to work by Jesse Bandy for that 2nd position, just for maybe a bit of insurance position, an insurance spot. At the moment, I think if you pass this car, you're going to pick yourself up at least 2, maybe 3 rows in this main event field later on tonight. And, well, they've all got to try and catch Brian Cross, who's just absolutely walking the dog at this point.
Yes, you got that right. He is walking the dog, but I'm back in the 5th position, and I'm watching Amy Smith. At first, it looked like they were running the midline. They're up high now, but I really thought she was going to keep that midline. She was really finding the speed there. There she is again, back in that midline, and just something we haven't seen necessarily in the heats. Like I said, these guys are really trying to aim it for speed and get their spot in. They're doing whatever it takes. She's really holding a good line, too, there where she was.
Yeah, there goes the 42 of Brandon Steele. Up the inside, Brandon Steele up to position number 6. Smith falling back to position 7th as we get a car blinking. That's Justin Stoles in the number 23 machine. That is so difficult to make a pass on a car that is blinking like that because, 1, you don't want to get into them. 2, you don't want to ruin your race. And 3, you don't want to ruin their race.
And 4, you don't know where they are because, unfortunately, I've come up to people like that when I'm racing, and you just have to take the best guess you possibly can. And like I've said many a times when you're in the rookie class, good luck taking that guess. At least these guys, they have an idea of where that guy's going to be running because he's been running consistent lines throughout the entire race.
We're going to do some racing after this.
I don't know if you want to do that with me. I mean, I'm always down, but it can get ugly quick.
Yeah, that's fun. Look, you know what? I'm willing to take that risk.
There you go.
All right, 1.5 to go for your race leader, Brian Cross. In the BC number 78 machine, the Brian Cross racing entry. 1 lap to go to lock himself into tonight's main event. He loves to show a bit of booby on action on his stream, but he's not cheap to do so. So don't forget, check out Brian Cross Racing 78 on Facebook as well. Into turns 3 out of turn number 4. Brian Cross victorious. Second going to be over to Peyton Grease. Jesse Bandy home in position number 3. Jack Clevenger position 4. Brandon Steele will come home in 6 as Lachlan Horton will get 5th. Brandon Steele 6. Justin Stoles, Amy Smith, Kenneth Payne and Dustin Hall. Well, B main number 1 complete. B main
It was a fun one so far.
B main number 2. You shut your mouth, Glenn Reinhardt. All right, let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate TV starting grid. All right, B main number 2. Your lineup looks like this. Starting on pole in car number 15, it's Michael Sheridan. On the outside of the front row, car number 25, Tyler Ducharme. Mason Hannigan in car number 1 will start position number 3. Jeffrey Bradshaw, the 88, will start position 4. Position 5 will be car number 08 of Jacob Prilliman. Barrett Bishop lining up out of position 6. Patrick Solari out of position 7. Timothy Bolander out of position number 8. Mitch Stiles will start position number 9. Joe Nitro needs a bit of nice to get that 39 machine to the front. He starts position 10. Then we go back to Justin Zapp and Miles Jansen at a position number 11 and 12. Tommy, let's go for a winner in this one.
Going for I have picked the winners when we were doing that, so that's going to get me more on my game here. I'm going to go with the number 1 machine of Mason Hannigan.
Woo, a little hurricane. Choo-choo. We have got 11 900 horsepower 410 wings sprint cars. B main number 2, the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com 410 winged sprint cars here at the Eldora Speedway. 10 make that 12 laps on the board. B main number 2, Sheridan on the gas, a little bit squirrely on that start, but he gathered it back up and he will lead the field. Down into turn number 1 and 2, Ducharme has just been slid by Mason Hannigan. There's contact in the back right now, but Ducharme, Hannigan, they run side by side through 3 and 4. Lap number 1 will go to Sheridan.
That is correct. So he gets on it, and it looks like Tyler was... yeah, he did get around him. So it looks like Tyler ended up getting up, but Michael got back to around there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to catch up to myself. Sometimes, like I said, these 410s, they get around, and they're crossing over back and forth, and it's a interesting race, and it's kind of hard to keep up with the speed of these machines.
Yep, 900 horsepowers of Fury right now. Top 3 close together. In fact, I'm going to throw the top 4, even top 5 in. As they over 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 4 as Sheridan almost gets into the left rear there of Ducharme. Here comes the 43 Bolander on the outside, and then Patrick Solari starting to make his way at a potential top 3 transfer position. Ducharme and Hannigan. Hannigan to the race lead. Oh no, there goes Sheridan spinning around. 360 keeps it going, but someone gets into the back of him. That is Jacob Prilliman. And we are still under the... No, there we go. Yellow flag. Finally out.
So Patrick Solari, I'm watching him. I gotta give him credit because I thought he was out of it. I was watching him in that last heat, and he just didn't seem to have the speed kind of falling off. I thought he was going to do decent and finish near the end of the pack, and now he is flying through, carving. He is carving it like butter. He is knocking it up like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I bet you he's not starving Marvin.
No, he is not. He is getting fed, getting through this field, that's for sure. But again, just to that it goes to show you that these guys over at the World of Thunder, they are a great group because he didn't take people out coming up through there. He did a very good run through there, very clean, and that's what these guys, these drivers. I mean, you're always going to have bumping on the track. That's racing, but these guys are keeping it clean and making a great show for us up at the booth, and hopefully for you at home.
Yeah, of course, just another shout out to the World of Thunder sponsors, of course, dirtfan.com, Dominator Designs and iWraps, All-Star Graphics, and Shore Power. Make sure to check them out. Yeah, look, Daniel, I like the colour guard too. I wish we could get him on more. Tell you what, I want to get him and Steve on a broadcast.
I would love to have some fun with Steve.
And you know what? I'll even jump in. I'll even do the cameras, just so you don't have to worry about cameras.
Well, that would make me feel good. Maybe you have to train me on that. I'd be all right with that. I'd be okay. But yeah, don't toss me to the wolves just yet, because that's what racers are, especially iRacers. They're a bunch of hungry wolves here, and we're about to see them go off.
And they're a bunch of complainers. They did said a bunch of crybabies.
You guys over. I try to sugarcoat it a little
yeah,
for these guys.
No, look, I don't sugarcoat shit here. I'll just tell it straight up how it is. All right, here we go. 8 down, 4 to run. Hannigan, Ducharme. The front row, Hannigan down to the low side. Ducharme up top, through the middle goes Solari, Bolander around the outside. So there is your battle for 3rd and 4th. Now remember, only the top 3 go through. Solari slides up, Bolander turns it underneath him. Here comes Justin Zapp in the 3 car. But Bolander, 3 laps to run. He makes his way into position number 3.
Yeah, I really like that paint scheme of Bolander there. That yellow and black, it's pretty sharp. Yeah, I like that. That's something I really do enjoy, is watching these guys paint schemes. These guys put a lot of time into that, and I like to give them their credit when they can on the show.
2 laps to run for your leader, Tyler Ducharme, right on the outside of the racetrack. Just with how slick this is, Tommy, it's like that. Obviously, with the throttle control, they're running half throttle. It sounds like we're under yellow, because you don't want to spin the wheels too much. Otherwise, you're just going to get wheel spin, then you get the car loose, and that's when things can get a little chaotic. So I'd be very surprised if they're anything over half throttle right now. Checkered flag is out. Tyler Ducharme with the win, Mason Hannigan 2nd, and Timothy Bolander will grab 3rd. And those 3 drivers will continue their main event journey. Justin Zapp, Mitch Stiles, Patrick Solari, Sheridan, Bradshaw, Nitro, and Jansen, Prillerman, and Bishop. They are done. B main number 2 complete. B main number 3 up next. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
On the pole, we got the number 84 of Clay Devon. Starting number 2 next to him, we got in the 47, Daniel Cummings Jr. In 3rd, we've got the number 97 Machina, Danny Vassell. And in 4th, 269, James Grace. Starting 5th, holy Schmidt, it's Trey Schmidt, that's right. And 6th next to him, in the number 9, Patrick Malteus. And then in 7th, we've got in the 084 of Russell Berry, and in 8th, the 818 of Alex Pellerin. In 9th, we've got Carson, doesn't look like he's up there, so Paul Balfour. And in 10th, we got Jeff Fitzpatrick. In 12th, Jimmy Emery. And finishing off in 13th there, the number 21, Tyler McGoldrick. I skipped one, not the name, but I did skip a number there, not sure where. I tried to do math. Like I said, I got all the names for him. But when I tried to do math real quick in my head and I'm getting the numbers, I did get those mixed up. So I apologize.
Easy to do.
Podcasters out there that are good with math, and you're saying, no, that ain't the right number.
Oh, trust me. Let me tell you. Look, I've been with other commentators that their math just absolutely stinks. But one guy comes to mind, Tyler Burnett. Good guy. He's in fact he's the reason why I got started in broadcasting. But more on that later on. Clay Devon down into turn number 1 and 2. Your race leader, Devon. Holy, talk about a holy Schmidt moment. And Trey Schmidt was not near that one, but boy oh boy, Clay Devon. Talk about going from hero to zero. Danny Vassell, your leader. Now, interesting fact here, both drivers that are out in front, Vassell and Trey Schmidt, both sprint car drivers in real life.
Yeah, so I mean the simulator is coming into play here, and I mean obviously you're going to have a good feel for it. This is what you do in real life, but at that same respect, it's a little different as well. So that's where I mean it all comes into play. But those guys, I mean, they got a good feel for it, and if they've raced at this track, you definitely know your turn points and everything like that. And we are under caution here on lap 4 of 12.
Yeah, I believe Trey Schmidt actually picked up the double win, double duty, just the weekend past, I believe it was. So, congrats to Trey. I was still the funniest video that I've ever seen. Now, have you seen the video going around of Denny Smith falling off the wing?
No, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll get you that link. I'll also get you another link too. Trey Schmidt actually won a race, a non-wing race it was, and he tried to do the cage dance and fell off the cage straight onto the ground.
Oh no!
Yeah, 100% honest.
You know what he said that day, don't you?
Yeah, holy Schmidt. No.
Holy Schmidt.
You know what? I want to bring him down here, but I don't know if it's going to play with his sing. Should we? Look, I want to, but I just don't want to take the risk, because if he falls out or something, or something goes wrong, right. I don't want to be the one to take blame for that one.
You scare him, I scream or something in his headset, and he turns into everybody. Yeah. Steve would just hate us then. He'd hop off that turtle. That's what we gave Steve the night off over here. Steve's making turtle rides, and I got to give those turtles credit, because Steve has been on them now for 3 weeks. He ain't sharing. He has been riding those bad boys out, and he's doing a hell of a job over there in the turtle line. So thank you, Steve, for letting me hop up here. I'm having a blast up here with Brett. So you enjoy those turtles, and I'll give you your seat back Wednesday night, I believe, is your guys' next one. Am I correct?
No, we got Monday. We've also got Tuesday now, actually. So,
well, I am terrible, aren't I?
Yeah, well, you can keep up to date on our schedule, ultimatedirttv.com. Here we go. Halfway home in tonight's final B main. 3 down, 3 to run. Schmidt on the outside. Vassell back to the race lead. In that Andrew Crane Highs. MFR. Number 97 and Machine. Schmidt on the outside. Works his way 3/4 way out the racetrack. Gets to the cushion there towards the exit. Hits the cushion. Comes back down the racetrack. Look at the battle for third right now. There's a swarm of cars right now. 3 wide.
4 wide, 5 wide going into it. Someone's going to get eaten up, and that happens. I think we're going to go. Are we going to see a yellow there? Because Daniel Cummings Jr., he did. He got swallowed up. It was a DCJ sandwich, not a PBJ. It was a DCJ. And you know the DCJs where they goop out all over the sides when you take a bite? That's what just happened. Everybody gets one of those sandwiches for your birthday.
And the best thing is, that didn't actually come over on the stream.
Absolutely, but I am.
So you're pulling a Stevie. You're just talking to yourself and laughing to yourself.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna inform everybody, just like Steve does, to hop on over to the Ultimate Dirt YouTube page and hit the subscribe button for this bastard in my ear. I think we're past 10 o'clock. Oh yeah, we're well past 10 o'clock.
Way past 10 o'clock. It's R-rated Sundays.
Bastard in my ear out, and hop over and subscribe over on the Ultimate Dirt YouTube channel. Do the old Jerry Maguire. Help me, help you.
Actually, you know what? I think we just hit, before this one, I think we've just hit 800 now.
Well, dance revolution!
It's time to get the dance revolution!
We're having too much fun up here. Steve's looking up from the parking lot. Do you see him there? He's on the turtle. He looks sad right now. He knows we're having a blast.
He's like, damn it! I want some Dance Revolution.
Right. He'll get it tomorrow night. That's it.
2 to go. Green, white checker. Vassell, Schmidt, And third place is Jeff Fitzpatrick. Jim Emery now trying to make a charge at your top, or to get into the top 3. Emery around the outside, but here comes Fitzpatrick. Oh, Grace into the side of Fitzpatrick. That's going to give a bit of breathing space to Jim Emery. Maltus, he's fallen back right now as the white flag is out, so we're going to race this to the start finish line. What a battle between Schmidt and Danny Vassell, I must say. The 2 sprint car drivers getting it done here on the sim. Checkered flag is out. It's a drag race. I think Vassell got there up on the inside. Timing and scoring, yes, half a 10th exactly. Jim Emery home in third. Maltus, Balfour, Grace, Pellerin, Fitzpatrick, Berry, Cummings Jr., and Clay Devon stepping on his wiener.
That was a fantastic finish there. That's what you always love to see coming through on all these races. Unfortunately, you don't always get them in the heats and some of the later ones like this, or the earlier ones like this, but these guys are really putting a show on for us tonight.
All right, let's go down to the room and chat to Steve McMillan as we are getting set for the redraw.
All right, you ready?
What do we got, 10 cars?
10 cars.
All right, let's get some dance revolution.
Right, heat race number 1, car number 12, Alex Bergeron.
Position 1.
Heat race number 2, car number 91 is Ernie Williams Jr.
Position 3.
Heat race number 3, car number 127, Blake Majulis.
He's going to hate me. Position 9. Sorry, Blake.
Heat race number 4, car number 38, James Edens.
Position 6.
Heat race number 5, car number 82, Austin. Oh, wait, hold on. It's Brandon Lacey that won that one.
Yep, position 5.
Heat race number 1, second place, car number 49, David Halliman.
Position 2.
So heat race number 1, side by side on the feature race. Heat race number 2, second place, car number 7, Hayden Cardwell.
Now he's really going to hate me. Position 10.
Heat race number 3, car number 80, Joshua Stinky.
Steinke in position 4. BDM road 2, by the way.
Heat race number 4, car number 22, Jason Nygaard.
Position 7.
And heat race number 5, car number 82, Austin Siddleman.
Position 8.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Good luck. It's Dance Revolution! So,
Very nice.
okay, so let's go quickly. Blake Majulis, Hayden Cardwell. No luck in the redraw. They start 9 and 10th. Heat 1, we've seen Bergeron win over David Heilemann. They start positions 1 and 2. The Black Diamond teammates, they start position 3 and 4. Boy, this is going to get interesting, this main event.
Oh, yeah. These guys at the World of Thunder, they always put on a good show, but tonight is going to be a little more fun. We got Eldora, we got a slick track, we got some great drivers, and we got the 410 sprint car action. How do you beat that?
I don't know what you're giggling at over there, but of course I'm going to give a shout out to, of course, World of Thunder, dirtfan.com, Dominator Designs and iWraps, All-Star Graphics, and Shore Power for their support here on World of Thunder. Actually, I did that just by memorizing that, actually. Of course, a shout out to our own sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. It's now time for your 30-lap main event. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. A reminder, our top 10 drivers will not be correct due to the redraw. Let's take a look at how they line up. Starting, well, we know he's going to start on pole. Anyway, driving car number 12, Alex Bergeron. Other drivers in the redraw, Ernie Williams Jr., Blake Majulis and James Edens, Brennan Lacey, David Heilemann, Hayden Cardwell, Joshua Steinke, Jason Nygaard and Austin Simmelman. From 11th on back is correct. Out of position 11, in car number 74, it's Adam Elby. Out of position 12, driving car number 5, it's Chris Fisher.
And then we got position 13, the man of your dreams, driving the number 10, Rusty Kruger. And in 14, number 19, Kendall Tucker. Starting 15th, the number 29 of Aston Hurley, sorry. And starting 16th in the 78 of Brian J. Cross. 17th, the number 25 car of Tyler Ducharme. And 18th, Duchamp, sorry. In the 18th, number 97 of Danny Vassell. Number 19, starting 19th, and then number 292, Peyton Grease. And starting 20 in the number 1 car, Mason Hannigan. Number 21 in the 32, holy Schmidt, it's Trey Schmidt, that's right. And 22nd, 57 car of Jesse Bandy. 23rd, we got the number 43 of Richard Petty. I'm sorry, nope, that is Timothy Bolander. That's right, he slings it better than Petty. And in the 24th position, starting last, he might be last on the list, but he's not in your heart. He's number 1. That's right, the number 16, Jimmy Embry.
All right, 30 laps on the board. The pace truck going to move to the infield. However, you will see 35, one of 35 coming up on the top left of your screen, just right where the pacing sign is right now. The first 5 laps will be to get those drivers from the redraw into their correct positions. We know the first 2 rows, Alex Bergeron and David Harleman. Row 2, Ernie Williams Jr. and Joshua Steinke. And then, of course, we had, I think, out of 5 was Brennan Lacey. From memory, I think James Edens is going to start position 6th. 7th is going to be, I want to say, Blake Majulis. Nygaard's going to start 8th. 9th is going to be Majulis. And 10th is going to be Hayden Cardwell. Let's see how correct I am on that one. So,
No way you did that by memory, did you?
100% I did that by memory.
You have a much better memory than I do. I have to look over at my buddy Howdy during our show and say, man, what was I talking about? Sometimes. So congrats to you, sir.
All right, so Bergeron, Harleman, correct. Williams, Steinke, correct. Why would you do that? Why would you go into a 4-wide salute? I'm trying to get the lineup sorted. Brennan Lacey, James Edens, correct. And then I think we had Nygaard and Simmelman. I think I might have got those 2 mixed up, but they were still on the 4th row. And then we had, of course, Majulis and Cardwell. And now, I'm going to shut my trap for a moment. These drivers need to get their 4-wide salute better, because we've seen the Super Late models do it. We've seen the UMP modifieds do it. They've done it near perfect. And let's see if we can get these drivers into the greatest sight in all of motorsports. There's no better sight as the drivers make their way through turn number 3 and 4 of the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. 4-wide salute. Their way of thanking you, the race fans, for tuning in to Ultimate Dirt TV tonight. Now these drivers get set to put on one hell of a show. 30 laps around the Eldora Speedway.
Did you play the prayer tonight?
Did you tell me?
I am now. Did you play the prayer, Brett?
I'll tell you what, I'll play the prayer next week when you tell me to.
Okay, fair.
When you give me more than 14 and a half seconds notice.
All right, so you need 16?
That's fine.
Okay, perfect. I will write that down.
Yep, that's fine. I'll just make sure I've got it ready for next week. So when as soon as you ask me, I'll be like, bam, and then I'll be like, yeah, what, huh? Lloyd, bitch. All right, here we go. Lights are out on the field. We go green flag action this time by, ladies and gentlemen, round number 4 of the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com 410 winged sprint cars. Tonight, we are at the Eldora Speedway. It's time to get dirty for 30. Alex Bergeron has control of the field, and we are green here at the Big E. And of course, no surprise. Well, I'm very surprised to see Bergeron go straight to the top shelf. But what I'm not surprised to see Ernie Williams Jr. go to the top shelf. Oh, no! Oh, I think Ernie may have just done something horrific there. Car up on its side on the back straightaway. Who might that be?
Yeah, that's what you said. That you weren't. You were kind of surprised to see EWJ up there on the top side, and I think it kind of surprised himself, and he shot down there a little, and unfortunately, there were a few cars down there that took the brunt of that one. So I was going to call old Ernie for my winner, but I think I'm going to have to switch now that has happened, unfortunately, and call the guy that I was thinking of as second. I called him last week. I'm going to keep throwing the dart until it sticks, because, boy, he is fast, and that's Hayden Cardwell.
Yeah, unfortunately, take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Just gets a little loose there. Comes down the racetrack. Harleman was trying to avoid him. And then, of course, James Edens gets into the back of, I believe it was Ernie there. And all of a sudden, it just piled up. And, yeah, unfortunately, for some of these drivers, one of those cars going upside down, but getting flipped back onto its side. And I believe that'll be Blake Majulis. So, that's not a good start for this main event. But, of course, these difficult, tricky track conditions. I mean, it was almost bound to happen, but man, when you got 24 of the best in the business that they all want to win just as much as each other on a slick track like this, it's going to be very tough to make those passes.
Absolutely, and there's a viewer out there, Chris Vogel. He says it looks pretty grippy out there, so these guys need to shape it up. No, I'm joking. He did say it looks grippy, but he gives the little silly face out there, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Giving a bit of
That's a very good name for that emoji con or whatever you call those, emoji or whatever. Was that
Bergeron just waited a little bit longer than normal. Green flag is back out here at the Eldora Speedway. Harleman rides in second, Cardwell third, Steinke fourth. Then we go back to Simmel and Tucker. Josh Steinke, yeah, wow. Again, come on, boys. Let's get after it. Let's get it done.
Well, sometimes you like to see this done early because it kind of lets the field.
No, cautions breed cautions. I don't want to see it at all.
Well, hey, you know what's going to happen eventually, especially with the track like this. I mean, it is covered over completely. I mean, this thing looks like the equivalent to ice. So. I mean, once again, I'm talking from experience of a fine D-class dirt driver that I am. So don't take my word for anything here. But this does not look like ideal conditions. But, hey, it's racing. You knew you were coming to Eldora. You knew it was going to get a little nasty. So I guess I'll be blunt like you. You put your big boy pants on and race. I can't do an Australian accent to save my life. That was horrendous.
Yeah, that's probably one you should stay away from right now.
I'm done. Yeah, I can do the dance, revolution. See, okay, I've got to figure it out finish it up with the.
Yeah, you can't just
Night of the Roxbury's.
Yeah, you can't just do half of it. Like, come on, you gotta get right into it. Dance, revolution. See, there you go. See, now you're picking it up. Lights are out on the pace truck. Ah, boy. I mean, thank God this is Steve, because I don't think it would be employed by anybody else.
Well, I don't know about that. You and Steve get away with some stuff, so we like to have.
Yeah, we get away with a lot. We could almost get away with murder and still be broadcasting.
Past 10, like I said.
All right, it's past 11 actually. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Bergeron, Harleman, Cardwell, your top three. Simmel in fourth on the top side. Steinke running down low through 1 and 2. Tucker, look at Ernie Williams Jr. and Steinke run the middle. Here we go, 4 wide off turn 4 if you don't mind. Rusty Kruger, I'm going to call him Freddie right now, up on the top side. Fisher as well in the 5.
Like I said, you need blades as sharp as Freddie to cut through this field sometimes. But I want to go back to that start real quick because Bergeron, like I mentioned in that last race, Bergeron really seems to change up his restart pace, and that really messes with some of these drivers up front sometimes. Is what I've really gotten to see. Is that's what I really like watching about him. Is he's going to get these guys really thinking, man, what's he going to do? I could tell you for the most part, a lot of these guys when they start, they're going to hammer down. They're going to get on it. Nothing against that. But, man, Alex really does makes that a whole mind game on the restart, and I really like watching that.
Just looking at Bergeron and Harleman over the last couple of laps. They were trading sliders. Here goes Harleman once again, back down to the inside. Can he complete the slider? No. Backs off the throttle. Had to jam the brakes on. Bergeron come down the racetrack as well, so that could have been disastrous for both drivers. Cardwell holding off Simmelman for third right now. Simmelman in fourth, Tucker in fifth. And, well, look at Bergeron. He runs the middle, slides it up to the top of the cushion, and I think that might just be the place to be. 4/10 quicker than David Harleman on that last lap. Harleman stays on the top shelf. He's committed to running the cushion. Bergeron, with just 16 to go, the yellow flag is out. Boy, I tell you what, those probably 5-6 laps ago, Bergeron and Harleman putting on an absolute monster clinic right now.
Yeah, they were doing a crossover after crossover. It looked like a little NBA action or Globetrotter action, actually. That's what I really like about dirt compared to the asphalt scene that I am
the crap car
more used to.
That car?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I like IndyCar too there. But you get to see a lot of that, the crossover action like that, and it's really exciting. And these guys were getting as close as I was saying the UMPs were getting with the wall. They're blowing kisses at each other. They could give each other high fives through the cars, man. I mean, this is exciting racing. It's a great job. And again, Hayden Cardwell is showing that he is really maturing in these cars, because he's stepping off when these guys are, when he could end up right in the back of him. He's got the speed. These guys get up around there, and I really like watching his progression as a driver here through the World of Thunder series.
Oh, man, why do the Patriots suck?
Because I bet on them.
Yeah, so did I. Bastards.
And I had Brady as my QB.
I had Patriots and Clippers together in a multi. Clippers are up by 3 in the fourth quarter, and, well, I guess there'll be no more dance.
Clipper game?
No. I guess there'll be no more Dance Revolution. All right, here we go. 13 to run. Your main event for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com, 410 wing Sprintcars. Look at how low Bergeron stayed down on that restart on the front straightaway.
Exactly. He's
right in the grip.
Again, and that's what I really like.
He was right in the grip. Here goes Harleman. Inside slide job into turn number 3 and 4. Bergeron, this is what we love to see here at the Eldora Speedway. Slide job city. A couple of sliders being thrown now in the mid-pack right now. Cardwell still sits in position 3. You just know the time is coming. The slide job's coming this time by into turns 1 and 2. Harleman's got a good run. Oh, no! Austin Simmelman around. He may have had help there from Kendall Tucker. We are going to take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay on that one. Not sure whether it was Simmelman jumped the cushion. Let's take a look here in just a few seconds. It'll be this time by in turns 3 and 4. We're in 1 and 2 at the moment. And we'll keep an eye on this number 18 machine. Austin Simmelman, 3 and 4 we go. Yep, here it was nowhere for Kendall Tucker to go. When you're carrying that much speed, it's so hard to get off the gas. In fact, we go on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports and your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. And there was nowhere where Kendall could go in that exchange.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the unfortunate part about racing. I mean, you're in a good line, you had it going, you feel good about it, and then, oh, shit, that guy runs in front and just slides out. You got no reaction time, you got nowhere to go. There's no track there left, and you hear the worst sound in the world in my mind, and that's the collision of two vehicles.
Daniel, you shut your mouth, all right?
I was just about to tell you that someone thinks that, but hey, I stuck up for you because, hey, I am in the heart of America, and I didn't pick for shit when it came to football today myself, but I did get some racing right, and I can post to prove it. So.
Well, I I think it was about a week and a half ago, I had $10 in. I put $10 in there because I went to put a bet on the basketball game, but I missed it by about a minute, and I had it up to 150 in a matter of a week.
Very nice. So do you do a bunch of parlays? Are you a parlay guy? Or
Yep.
Are you a
yep, I'm a definitely
bet?
Yep, not parlay. Well, definitely a couple of multi bets. All right, 7 to run. Oh, Harleman absolute shocking of a restart. As Ernie Williams Jr. is back on pit road. Deschamps, Tyler Deschamps, up to position number 5. He has been a man on a mission. Brian Cross as well. Cops a slide job there from Adam Elby. They go 3 wide through turn number 3 and 4. Cross up on the inside right now of Rusty Kruger down into 1 and 2. Cross stays to the middle of the racetrack. Slides up. Oh, there's contact. Elby saves it. What a save, Adam Elby.
That was a fantastic save. I was watching the same thing there. And another thing I'm watching is Rusty Kruger. Do you remember he started, I want to say it was 10th, 11th?
13th.
The 13th. Okay. So he's like I said, he is carving through.
Duchamp started 17th.
So well, there we go. We got some good movers. Where'd the yellow come from there?
Cross started 16th. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say Adam Elby. Let's take a look here. See if we can catch this wicked cushion instant replay. Tell you what, I'm just absolutely fantastic when it comes to finding this sort of stuff. This is why we're number 1. Yeah. Yep.
Hashtag. We mentioned this on the show today. Hashtag trendsetters.
Hashtag. You know we're trendsetters, mate. We are trendsetters. We got people copying us left and right, like you wouldn't believe. They're all trying to be us.
Right. And real quick, when we're under yellow, hop over to Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube. If you're over there now, thank you. But give Brett a nice little subscribe and do the Rod Tidwell. Help me, help you. We will produce some. They will produce some fantastic broadcasting, and in return, you get some. You get the fantastic broadcasting, and in return, Brett gets a I don't know what you get. You get some catnip for that cat.
Yeah. Meow.
Guys, I'm in a podcast myself. I'm gonna plug that real quick. That's Checkers and Records. You can check that on Facebook or www.bwsports1.com. But I will speak for Brett and for Steve over at World of Thunder that. Although we do this as a hobby mostly, it is fun, and it really does mean a lot to us when you guys hop over there and give the pages some likes and subscribe. So thank you for doing that. It means the world. And they are off green. And again, Bergeron takes that low end, and Hayden is seeming to follow the line of Bergeron. He's saying, hey, I'm going to follow him here for a couple of laps and see what I can do, see if I can run it. And he's going to run off to that middle. That's one thing Hayden Cardwell does not like, staying behind someone for too long. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get up to that bumper. He's going to definitely try to go around him. And then we go back to, we look at Tyler Duchamp, and he is running through. He's cutting through. There's 3 guys. I want to say that's Kruger, Cross, and Duchamp. They're all going for it there for the same position. It looks like they're going to keep battling for that for a while.
Yeah, checkers are out. Alex Bergeron gets the win ahead of Hayden Cardwell in second. Third is going to be David Harlem and Tyler Duchamp, and Brian Cross home in 4th and 5th. Monster drives from 16th and 17th starting positions. Chris Fisher home in 6th. Jason Nygaard, James Edens, Jesse Bandy, Joshua Steinke rounds out your top 10. Trey Schmidt, Austin Simmelman, Brennan Lacey, Aston Hurley, Jim Emery, Timothy Bolander, Danny Vassell, Peyton Grease, Rusty Kruger, Mason Hannigan. That's 20th position. 21st, Adam Elby, Kendall Tucker, Ernie Williams Jr., and Blake Majulis. Well, a couple of yellows more than what we'd like to see in that one, but man, just looking from the top of this racetrack, there's literally nothing left on this racetrack other than probably a tiny bit right up on those inside walls down the front and back straightaway.
Absolutely, that's it's a sight to see there. And I apologize that race went a little quicker than I thought, and I thought we were a little earlier in the race than we were. So I should have handed it over to you to call a great finish, but instead I just kept blabbering there. You need a poke me button or something.
No, there's a poke me button. It's fun though. We're all good. All right, let's chat to our top 3. I know we've got 2 of them in here. I've just got to find. Yeah, in fact, they all should be in here actually. Yeah, all 3 are ready to go. If I can just find our 3rd one, there he is. All right, so we're going to chat to our 3rd place finisher here tonight, driving car number 49 for the Napa Auto Parts team. Couldn't tell you what team he's on because, well, decides he wants to change different teams for different events. But coming home, third place tonight, driving car number 49. That's David Harleman. David, congratulations. Third place run here tonight. It was a heat race. You end up finishing second. You get the luck in the free draw. You start on the outside of the front row, and you hold on for a third place run here tonight. How was that one?
I didn't really hear what you said. But, I mean, the track was one lane, so it's easy to set up for it. We probably had the fastest car, but you got yellow flags and you don't get track resets, or you get multiple lane racing, and that's what you get in sprint cars. And that's we probably, if not win, at least finish second, but we made some mistakes at the end. But Hagen was fast as well, and was hoping for a little chaos, but didn't get that.
Well, this track was slick from top to bottom, even on the straightaways. How much throttle were you actually using to get around this racetrack tonight?
Well, I got no control over my right foot, so I was probably at minimal 3 4/4 throttle. Yeah.
All right, well done on third place. Sponsor shout-outs. Who makes it happen for you?
Hey, shout out to Tyler Ducharme for coming from the back all the way to fourth to show these quote-unquote sprint car guys what's up. So just good run from him. And thanks Ultimate Dirt TV for putting it on. Wicked Energy Gum, Napa Auto Parts. And yeah.
All right, David Holloman there, home in third place. We'll throw it over to Tommy, who's standing by with our second place runner tonight in Hayden Cardwell.
Hayden, are you getting tired of talking to us after a race every day?
No, I'm enjoying it.
Absolutely, as every racer does. And I'm telling you, I keep throwing the dart at you till it sticks. And I think this is my second week talking to you now in this position. So first off, congratulations, boy. You are fast. That is sure. How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 16.
So right there, that's incredible. I just learned you and your cousin's age-ish this weekend, so I felt like I had to ask there. Mostly everybody else knows. But, I mean, they touched on it. The track conditions were tough tonight. I mean, you got that. But, hey, you're going to get that in real life. Kind of go through, it looked like you were, once again, just trying to, what amazes me is you try to find any lane that works for you at any given night. Seems like the high lane is your favorite, but you kind of run in that middle lane, just kind of go through the last 5 laps there, the green.
Yeah, about 5 to go. I think I was still behind David there, and then we got a random there on turn 2, and I actually thought I was catching Alex there for those last 2 laps for that last caution came out, and I thought I was gonna actually have a shot at him, and I still think we had one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. It was just the matter of hitting that top the wrong way, or you get really sideways. What happened to David off turn 2 that one time, but you just gotta make sure I was hardly on the gas up there, and whenever we had that caution come out, I just kind of messed up going in turn 1, and it allowed Alex to get out there a little bit, and we couldn't do much with him, but to be battling with Alex in these things is pretty good for me, and I don't have much time to really work on these cars, so hopefully we can end up keep on racing these as good as we are.
Just quickly,
well, okay, I commend you.
Just quickly on that, Hayden, you said you had it felt like you had the fastest car. I can tell you had the fastest lap of the race by a 10th. You had the field covered, buddy.
Thanks, man.
I like that. That's what every second place runner loves to hear. Is you had the fastest. Well, damn, man. So no, that I commend you because, like I said, it seems like, and don't take me the wrong way when I say this, but I'm really watching you progress in this series alone because as I've been calling these races the past few weeks, it seems like tonight when something happened in front of you, you weren't necessarily completely on the gas like you've been in the past weeks. You kind of let off, and you showed a little more patience than you had before necessarily. And I'm really liking that. Kind of, do you agree with that? Go through kind of your progression as a driver here.
Well, I appreciate that. There that first couple laps, I was hardly even on the gas when they were wrecking and ended up going 10th to 4th on the first corner. So definitely, whenever you see something happen, you just gotta slowly back off and you'll end up missing the wreck, and just gotta be smart. It's all in your head. Everybody else in the lobby can do what we're all doing, so just in your head and in that right foot.
Yeah, sometimes I know in my situations it happens in front of you. Your instinct is to throw that right foot down
Definitely.
and get through it. But it takes a lot of patience and, like I said, maturity kind of to kind of get off of that and realize, you're going to get them around that next turn, but right now is not the time. So, but like I said, you're doing a fantastic job. I love watching you. But next week, do me a favor, all right? I don't want to talk to you because I'm always interviewing number 2. So let Brett talk to you, all right?
Yeah, can you get a good redraw position at least anyway?
Hey,
I
who's
know,
clicking
right?
the button here?
I don't know.
They're gonna
I don't know what
it's
you're on
not
about.
random.org. Now it's who's clicking the button.
I can't control that. All I'm doing is I'm just
Yes.
telling how many numbers.
At all costs, we let Alex start on the pole.
Well, you said you're one of the best, so I'm trying to make it a challenge for you.
I'm not the best.
Real quick before I hand the mic over to you for the sponsors, because what I found about Alex is really good is he really kind of changes up those restarts. So starting behind him when he is like, he's not necessarily on it at the same place every time. He kind of changes that up for you guys. Kind of explain what that's like following somebody like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you get behind somebody, that we're in those single file restarts, and say he's waiting really late to just grab that moisture in the first straightaway, the next caution we're anticipating that, and if we get in the gas and he's liable to get on the gas way sooner and just pull us like 10 cars in turn one, you just gotta be prepared and watch his car and try to time as best you can.
There you go. Well, hey, thank you again. Like I said, next week I want you to talk to Brett. I don't want to talk to you. It'd be a good thing though. So I'm going to hand it over to you now. Congrats, and I look forward to watching you the rest of the season.
Yeah, I just want to thank Steve McMillan for everything he does. All the boys at New RT for just trying to put in some ideas to try to change this sprint car. We really don't know what we're doing. We're just clicking buttons. So can't thank all them boys enough. You and Brett for the broadcast. Love coming here and getting interviewed, y'all. And if anybody wants to sponsor me, I'm open. I mean, we got plenty of room on the car.
Oh, nicely said there from Hayden Carver, who comes home second place here tonight. We'll chat to the driver that comes home victorious here tonight, driving the Team ABR number 12 machine. He gets it done from the pole position. Home in first place tonight is Alex Bergeron. Alex, congratulations on this victory. Boy, that track was slick, but man, you started on pole, you had a bit of luck with the redraw, and you get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Brett. This track was very slick for sure. Had a lot of fun for sure. A lot of cautions though. I wish we would have went green there. But it's a slick track, and it was tough to be out there. It was close to the wall there all race long, and had a couple of battles there with David. Was fun. Caught the wall there on the front straight once, and I thought I had some damage, but finally it was fine. And there on the last restart, I just had to hold off our Aiden there. I was just scared he was going to do a slider there, so I just made sure I had a good start and take the moisture down there in the front straightaway and just get away from him.
I actually had a question to ask you, but I actually forgot what it was going to be. But that final restart, you almost hit the inside wall. Changing these restarts up every restart, just do you try and play a bit of mind games just to try and keep the other drivers guessing on when you're going to go and when you're not?
Not really. I mean, I almost went every time the same place. The last restart there, I just caught it lower so I couldn't get more moisture with all my rear tires. So I just take it closer, and it was just very close. I thought I hit it too, but I didn't. So that was a good thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, we know you head to the World Finals this week, so safe travelling there and have some fun. But first of all, congratulations on the victory here tonight. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate with your team and stuff like that. But before we let you go, of course, sponsors, who gets it done for you?
I gotta thank Team ABR, Jason Nygaard, and my girlfriend. Jason finished 7th tonight, so congrats to him. We're putting in a lot of work, and just like tonight, 1st and 7th is always good. Good top 10s and there. It's always good for the team. He's doing a lot of work with me, and it's paying off. So thank him for that. All the supporters of Team ABR, all the partners, Side Shocks and Pit Logic, BK Designs for all the racing paints, Mario Inc., and everybody else who supports us. All the fans out there for watching, my dad, you guys for broadcasting, Wolf Thunder for putting the series up with Steven. It's always great to be here.
All right, congratulations goes to Alex Bertrand. We're going to chat someone that's got the Equal Hard Charger Award tonight. He come from position 17th up to position 5. I'm pretty sure he would have lifted up his shirt, showed a bit of Teddy at some point during the night. But Brian Cross, congratulations, 17th to 5th. How was that one, buddy?
I was pretty good, man. I definitely wish we could have got a couple more green flag laps in, but track was tough, and we kind of threw the kitchen sink at her before we went out there, and she was pretty good. Just tried to point her straight through the slick, and we ended up passing a bunch of cars.
How was it trying to get through this field? This is a pretty stacked field, especially on a track like this with how slick it was. You were kind of sort of running the Donny Shots line right through the middle, but how else were you able to get by these cars?
It seemed like a few people, got a little over aggressive at times. There's a fair amount of wrecks, but I got quite a bit of help over in Discord with TSR and FRM guys. So car was on point, and we were able to drive on up through there. Feels good to be able to run with the scout guys, but hopefully we can maybe get qualified for the Pro Series later on in the year and see if we can't run with them.
All right, well, congratulations on being Equal Hard Charger as well, because Tyler Deschamps started one spot ahead of you and finished one spot ahead of you as well. So technically he would have got Hard Charger, but we'll still give you a bit of airtime. But congratulations on the run. Sponsors, shout us all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Just everybody over in Discord, and then everybody helps out on the real race car. We got a new modified coming, 2020 BMS. So all those guys over there, BSB Manufacturing, George Bark, pretty much that's about everybody. So check me out on Brian Cross Racing 78 on Facebook. We do a lot of live streaming on here and real racing and whatnot. So come check us out.
All right, I'll expect to see a booby in your next live stream, buddy. I want to see that tit.
Just for you, buddy.
All right, there we go. Brian Cross there, home in 5th place tonight, one of the Equal Hard Chargers here tonight. But Tommy, another exciting night, another exciting finish in the sprint cars. And well, Alex Bergeron, he walks away with victory tonight.
You said another exciting night. It always is with the World of Thunder, that is for sure. Tomorrow, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they've got the Bishop Auto Body Development League in the Pro Series going off, correct?
Yep, the Pro, I think it's the Pro late models that they run. And then right after that, at 10 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be the final round of the UDTV and World of Thunder 360 Sprint Car Series as well.
Very nice. So that's you get the old duo back in the broadcast booth for that one. That's old Steve and Brett. That's both of you guys, right?
No, that's just Steve. I'm doing race control for the 360s.
Well, would you look at that? Would you just look at it?
So look, hey, we're just trying to look at it for you. But tell you what, open invitation. If you're free tomorrow night, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, sometimes during the weekdays it's a little tough. Yeah, I don't know if you want little screaming kids in the background.
Well, I don't know what's worse, that or a cat going meow.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
All right. Well, once again, Tommy, thank you for joining me here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Before we let you go, of course, again, one final plug for yourself and your podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. You can hop over to www.bwsports1.com. That is bwsports1.com. And then you can search Facebook over there for Checkers and Wreckers to find that little picture of the blue icon there of our logo, the Checkers and Wreckers. And we'd love to have you join us Sunday live at 11, but if you can't, hop over to the webpage, and that'll get you all the past coverage that we have of everything that we've done. So,
you can just do it. I do wake up at 4 a.m. and just sort of catch the end of it. But hey, thanks, Tommy, for
from across the world. I love it. Thank you.
Just quickly, one final time, buddy. Again, happy birthday one more time.
Had to throw it in. Well, yeah, I only got 17 minutes left.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, big thanks to World of Thunder, and of course all their supporters, dirtfan.com, Dominator Designs and IWraps, All-Star Graphics, and Shore Power. Yeah, there we go. How about that one for a bit of memory, Tommy? I remember that one without actually having to look at the thing. And of course, a big shout out to our own sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt 3. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing, iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, everybody that makes this all possible, everybody that has tuned in here tonight, whether it's been just for the Sprint Cars or whether you've been here for 2 or 3 shows tonight, we thank you very much. And of course, thanks to our YouTube people as well. We say farewell, good night. We are going to be back tomorrow night. And until then, be safe.